Katie, mynaturalhappiness.com, creator of the Seeds of Change program to help you go from hamster wheel to happiness, founder of Reading School of Reiki. Sending you a big hug. How are you? I got a legal hug. Yes. Oh my goodness. 10 weeks, 6 days without human contact. Not easy at all. 10 weeks, 6 days without having hugs. Not easy. So if you are one of the people who are still unable to hug up somebody, then sending you so much love and sending you so many hugs. I know that Wales and Scotland haven't got the social bubble situation yet, and not easy at all. So sending you so much love. So I got my social bubble. I am so much happier. It's just human contact, the small things that make such a big difference. I will share the Only Kate story with you. It was Legal Hug Day, and we cracked a couple of days before. He's self-isolating in his bedroom. I was here though, Anyway, so the first legal hug day came, and I was practicing my new lockdown skill, which is making soap, and I was making the most amazing soap, and it was wonderful. And then my double boiler that I was melting the oils in overflowed and went into the electrics in the hob. Lots of smoke came out, and I ended up calling the fire brigade. So he arrived, legal hug van arrived to find me sat outside waiting, going, hear the sirens? Yeah, they're for us. Can't get in the house. 12 firemen, 3 fire engines. Luckily, I'd managed to put the fire out before they got, and everything's fine, and it's all safe, and my kitchen is intact and everything's fine. But I marked the first legal hug day with 12 firemen, 3 fire engines. The bloke sat outside with his takeaway that was going cold, and the firemen having to dodge and do pole fitness, but to dodge the pole on the way round. Oops, everything's fine. And the soap came out beautifully. So thought you might enjoy that silly story. The firemen installed 2 new fire smoke alarms while they were here. So I was like, really got smoke alarms? Yeah, you got 2 more now. And so I will always look at the smoke alarms and think, legal hug day, smoke alarms. Anyway, so that's my silly story for you. Everything's fine. Everything is okay. And the soap is beautiful, and I got a legal hug in the end. So all is good. So I wanted to stop by and give you a massive hug. I know that there are so many people that are really struggling now as it's the realisation dawning that this is going to be a slow process coming out of lockdown. And there are people that want to speed it up, and there are people that want to slow it down, and everybody's at a different level of where they are on that sort of spectrum. And I see a lot of people that are being angry with other people for wanting to do things differently. Everyone is going through their own stuff, and everybody is doing it different. Some people are coming out of a fear for the virus, and others are coming out of it as a fear for whether or not they can put food on their table the next month. So everyone has got a different level, and so sending you a big hug wherever you are. I think I've tried to, and I haven't been perfect at it, I've tried to just understand that everybody's coming at it from a different angle. And if you are not worried about putting food on your table, then you won't understand why people are wanting to go out and work when you're safe at home and you're working from home and you're safe. And at the other side of things, if you've got a fear for the virus because you're on the vulnerable side of things, you won't understand that fear for life. Everyone is different. Everyone is on the spectrum differently, and everyone's circumstances is different. So I've tried to just understand where people are coming from with it, and I haven't been perfect at it all the time. I really haven't been perfect at it all the time. It's, yeah. So, yeah, I know it's caused a few rifts. So many friends have fallen out with other friends over it, and it seems to be that everyone, you know, we're all struggling with this. So sending you so much love. I also wanted to talk about the fact that I know two friends of friends who have committed suicide in the past week, and mental health is such a big issue at the moment. It really is. Going in through this lockdown, I know how low I got some days when, especially when they said at one point, "Oh, you've got a social bubble." They were going to bring in social bubbles a few weeks ago, but then they didn't, and so I thought I was going to get a hug, and then I didn't, and that was just horrid. And so I know how to pull myself back out. I knew how to get myself back up. And there are so many people out there who don't know how to get themselves back up because it's not their training. And even when it was hard, you know. Well, yeah, I really got low. Luckily, not low enough to do anything permanent. And it was hard. It was hard, and make no bones about it. And I think that it would be easy to say, my natural happiness, everything's happy and wonderful. And actually, we've all gone through highs and lows with this. Every single person has. Everyone has. And seeing that in some areas of the country, there are more people in hospital with suicide attempt injuries to recover from than there are with COVID, is really putting that balance of mental health and lockdown in the forefront. I mean, gosh, yeah, just awful. And hearing two friends of friends that have committed suicide in the last week, so grateful, not friends. And there's two human beings that I know in my network. So please reach out. If you're that low, please reach out to somebody. Please. You've got the Samaritans, you've got friends, you've got family, and sometimes it's about a phone call. We've got the virtual retreat every Friday, pay what you want, to come along, and it's always beautiful. It's always perfectly matched to the people who show up. So don't ever think, oh gosh, I don't want to go on because I don't want to be the moany one. It's fine. And I don't want to be the one that's happy and has good news. It's fine. It's fine. It's always perfect. It's always right. It's always perfect. I always tailor it to content, to who shows up. And yeah, it's just a lovely bubble of support. It really is. It's just a lovely bubble of support. So it's Friday at 5 o'clock. Head to the Facebook page. It's pay what you want. So, yeah. And yeah, just reach out to someone. I mean, I know I've got the Seeds of Change program, and I know I've got the Reiki programs, and they're all money investments and time investments. And picking up the phone to a friend, yeah, that's everything. So yeah, sending you a big hug. I was trying to work out what to say on this week's Hump Day Happiness, and I think at the very start of the lockdown, I said that getting through this alive is the goal, and it's now switching into mental health. I cannot tell you how much happier I am from the inside out since I can have that human touch with one other person on this planet. It made such a big difference to me. Is that one big, that massive hug. I know in some areas, I know people who live alone in other parts of the UK. I know that they've formed their own social bubbles already because of that. And it's just, yeah, it's that balance. So sending you a big hug, sending you so much love, surrounding you in a massive bubble of Reiki, and just reach out. Please reach out to somebody if you're at that point. And it just feels, yeah, it's about getting through this life. This too shall pass. You've got this. This too shall pass. You've got this wherever you are on the spectrum. If you are having the most amazing day, and if you are happy, and if you've got great news to share, please message it. Please put it on the Facebook wall. Please share it with us so that we can all celebrate in amazing news. Because sometimes it just helps just celebrating with someone else as well. It's just, I've had a couple of people message me with wonderful news, and it always lifts the spirits. So yeah, sending you so much love, and I got to have my legal hug on the day that I had 12 firemen, 3 fire engines. Oops. So sending you a big hug. Please reach out to somebody if you're there, and if you've got amazing and happy and wonderful news going on, then share it, so that we can all celebrate with you, because it's sharing in the happy stuff is just as wonderful, just wonderful. So, mwah, sending you a big, huge hug with so much love. Kate, mynaturalhappiness.com, creator of the Seeds of Change program to help you go from hamster towards happiness, founder of Ronin School of Reiki. Have an amazing week. Lots of love.